form of theater in which we ask a question. It's usually developed by a small group of people and then taken to the larger community to facilitate dialogue. When I am developing plays, it's mostly with people who have never done theater before. So I'm constantly looking for ways to keep them playing with the situations. I, for example, like to give them impossible tasks. Once they are exploring the story or the scene that they have decided, I notice that most people become very serious and heavy and in their effort to be loyal to the story that they have heard or the story that they are creating using moments from different real stories. So I come and I tell them you need to add a dance, or you need to add a lullaby, or you need to add, there needs to be a hole, or there needs to be the voice of an ancestor, etc., etc. And at the beginning the actors tend to look at me like, are you crazy? But very soon I notice them playing again with the story, transforming the story, making it not a realistic or naturalistic expression of the story, which is the tendency, but now they are also adding more aesthetic elements. The Joker and the audience to engage in dialogue is one with rich characters filled with complexity, not just stereotypes that illustrate a certain conflict between forces. The foreign theater play has to be as well one which presents complexity, that offers many windows, many possibilities, places for possible interventions, many moments in which the protagonist could go this way or could go that way, and the audience see the protagonist struggling to go this way but pressure and forced to go this way against their own will, against their own desires, against their interests, social interests. Also, the Joker has to be able to really utilize the specific interventions of the audience he's working with. Not have a preconceived idea based on the former experiences with the play of what direction the play should go so we can find the good solution. That is not foreign theater. That is another kind of theater that is important, but I don't think is what Boal discovered when he was confronted with his privilege as a theater person working, offering farmers or any other group the solutions, the ideal Marxist analysis of a problem. So the Joker has to be able to weave any intervention that the audience brings in, including the so-called magical interventions. I've seen people give speeches or dismiss interventions saying, no, that's not possible, instead of using that tendency in the audience to show why that kind of intervention is magical. It's that the poor person wins the lotto is possible for a very small number of people in the world. That's true. But what else can these people do besides have the magical solution? This theater, your idea are seeds. These interventions are seeds that can grow into other ideas. Use every intervention and hopefully make the person feel good. That even if it apparently didn't work well, if this was easy to resolve in half an hour, it would not be a problem to begin with. Okay, go. So, I want to follow up on this. For me, having a good outcome in a foreign play is having a good conversation, is having a good aesthetic experience. And every community has that potential if the group and the Joker are able to conjure the forces, the internal resources in the community not the idea they bring from other places of what should happen, to engage in a dialogue, to meet the audience where they are, not where we think they should be. Because if you are attentive to where they are, then you can use the play, you can transform the play, you can create a new play sometimes, I do that, or you can use other ways of dialogue. I can bring the actors into the spectators, I can, etc. It's something that if you're open and listening, you can always engage a community.